In the second congressional district race, we saw Annie Kuster, who's in that rematch with Congressman Charlie Bass, try and essentially take an issue that clearly had been hurting her off the table. Earlier this week, first at a Southern New Hampshire Jewish Men's Club debate, she said, "I'm not in favor of an income tax." Well, that was news to everyone because in the late 1990s, she was involved in a political action committee that supported candidates who support an income tax. And she really didn't swear off an income tax in any major way when she ran against Charlie Bass 2 years ago and almost beat him, lost by 3,500 votes. There's one major problem with Annie Kuster's conversion on this issue. It comes much too late. If you ran an election against Charlie Bass 2 years ago, you almost beat him despite a massive Republican tsunami. The first thing that candidate needed to do is look at their weaknesses and how to correct them. And the income tax and her position on it was clearly her most significant Achilles heel. And she did nothing about it for over a year while running for this position again. Had she made a major speech back last winter, even last spring, before the filing period began, and essentially swore off support for an income tax, and here's why. She would have essentially eliminated that as an issue. Instead, by not confronting it until 4 weeks before the election, she allowed the Republican Congressional Campaign Committee to hammer on the issue on television ads, hundreds of thousands of dollars. The same is true of the Bass campaign, that has had its own ads hitting her over her past support for an income tax. She could have neutralized this issue and made it go away. By letting it linger, she turned it into a serious liability for her. It's made this race closer. It's made it possible for Charlie Bass to actually win re-election. I still give a slight edge to Annie Kuster in this race right now, but this is one issue on which she could have done more to improve her standing by now.